what what did I do? What did we do? What did we do to deserve? Like, was I a mass murderer in a past life, dude? What, you just want to give me something that I loved for so many years and just destroy it at the stroke of a brush, and you're just like that. You're gonna make it so, and Discovery might cross over with the Picard series now. Fuck me running. All right, hello everyone. I am Mecha Reddit 42, your favorite YouTube harpy, and this is I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised. With, Michael Burnham making out with her mother in the previous episode of Discovery, and oh, I loved you so much better than Spock. I loved you. I gave you all of my love because you were the bestest ever, Michael Burnham. And I love you so, so very much. Ew. Seriously, they're doing so much to ruin this stuff, to ruin the franchise, and they don't care. I mean, you don't believe me, so here's a screenshot from the most recent episode of Discovery. Let me embiggen it. This grabbing the face, smacking, planting one right on your lips, looking lovingly and passionately and sexually into somebody's eyes usually is an indication. Yes, this is supposed to be Spock's mother, Amanda, and Michael Burnham. That's not a mother-daughter kiss. That, I want to make out with you. No, that's not. That's not a mother-daughter look. They're already ruining so many things about Star Trek. We don't want this crap right here. We don't want that crap. We want Picard. We want real Picard. And I'm not going to be yelling much because it's 2 a.m. Thank you so much, Overlord Chaos, for sending me this. Letting me know about this article. It just came out. And yes, when they say 3-1, it means the third day of... No, this is an older article. Even. This is an older article, even. This is from last month. How did I miss this? This is even more disappointing because they're saying it right here. And we knew this. And I missed this article. I totally missed this article. Even though Star Trek Discovery and the forthcoming Jolly Picard series are set decades apart in the franchise continuity, that doesn't mean a crossover is necessarily out of the question. Discovery is currently gearing up for its second season, which is roughly set 10 years before the original series, whereas the untitled Picard series takes place 3 decades after the Next Generation. So 80 plus 40, they're about 120 years apart. I believe Next Gen is about 80 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's Michael Burnham's face. Why do we have to look at her face? I'm tired of looking at this character. Nothing against the actress. This character is terrible. She didn't write the character. She didn't know. She's there for a paycheck. She doesn't know. During a recent chat with Digital Spy... why did I click that? And other media producers, Alex Kurtzman and Heather Caden, explained that the incarnation between the 2 shows is possible, but in a very unconventional way. I think there's opportunities for the show to inspire one another and for them to, story-wise, impact one another, but I don't see us for having a direct ship hopping. I don't foresee us as having a direct ship hopping. Well, yeah, you can't, because they're what did I say, 120 years apart? You really can't do that, so... What the fuck is going on with the Star Trek franchise? Bad things. Very, very bad things. Just walk away as best you don't want to see this. You really don't want to see this. It's very, very bad things. This is like seeing, a guy bent over like a swing set or something, and you see like a clown, but it's like a killer clown from outer space clown with big sharp pointy teeth, like walking towards the guy, unbuckling his pants, and the guy looks at you like, no. Yeah, you just want to look away. That's what it is. That's what it feels like. That's what Star Trek Discovery feels like. Her colleague Kurtzman agreed. I'll tell you what I think is more likely. The seeds of one show get planted that come to fruition in another show. Yeah. We don't want that. We don't want anything to do with this universe in the Picard series. The Discovery universe is terrible. It is made for terrible people by terrible people. People who think it's a good idea in Star Trek to have infanticide and rape and torture and have these as our main characters, as our heroes. I'm not kidding. I'm really not kidding. And yes, they didn't actually have the balls to go through with killing the child. They still think that that's Star Trek. So is cannibalism, so is torture, so is genocide, so are all these things that are Star Trek now. Because apparently they hate Star Trek fans. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It feels like they hate Star Trek fans at this point. Especially if they're centuries apart. It'll be very interesting to see something happen and to see where it grows to. I think that kind of thing is more likely. Ew. No, because that's sex stuff. That's butt stuff, isn't it? That's like growing into. No, it's more like the space herpy thing, right? Like Tilly's little space herpy that started yelling at her. That's what this is, right? I bet. There are certainly characters people love, Caden went on. Even Discovery star Mary Wiseman came in and said, "So, how can we get Jean-Luc Picard on the bridge with me in Discovery? How can we figure that out?" Everyone has their fan favorite like that. No, 1,000 times. Like seriously, absolutely.
No, you're doing it all wrong.
This show like makes me want to lose the will to live sometimes. You don't put Picard on the bridge of the Discovery because then you erase the rest of canon, because this is not a reboot, even though it is clearly a reboot. It is clearly a remake. Once you have the original actor, you really fuck up the timeline that much more, and the canon and everything.
You have made me very angry indeed.
I don't have words to describe how angry this makes me. Because you know they're going to do that. And they always do this stupid stuff. They double and triple down on just garbage. Every time. They give you an episode that's halfway almost to be a Star Trek episode. And then they crap all over it by making Michael Burnham the most loved character. Making out with her mother. Spock's off in a loony bin killing doctors. Oh yeah, Spock's a mass murderer now. Maybe. Spock's a mass murderer now. Spock killed his doctors to escape from a nut house because a Red Angel told him to. Okay? This isn't Star Trek. And anybody who tells me that I'm selfish for wanting Star Trek Discovery canceled really is not understanding of how compassion works. I am compassionate for the decades and lives and thousands and thousands of people's lives who they've spent their money, their passion, their time, their brain power. They've spent years learning the lore, the trivia, the characters, the actors, the bridge design, what button does what on the bridge. Like, you have people who know this stuff. You have people who know exactly what deck random things on the ship are on. I was going to say 10 forward, but off the top of my head, that's deck 10, because, yeah, we know that. But, you have people who know exactly what deck everything is on in this ship. You have people, and Discovery, we don't know anything about that ship. They didn't think that far. They didn't think, okay, we have to kind of build this ship out so we know, so we can have some kind. No, they don't care. They don't fucking care. They don't even bother using the transporter. They just site-to-site transport when it's convenient. Like, they don't use the transporter room half the time because why bother? Script says so. It would shave off 20 minutes of us walking down the hallway, probably. They don't get it. They just don't get it. I am passionate for those people who are brokenhearted and are just so sick to death of this. Like, I don't want to be pandered to. I don't want to be, I don't want to have these sort of female characters like Michael Burnham who are on this series, or Laurel, or Space Hitler, what's her name, Giorgio. I don't want those characters representing women because they're not strong female characters. You've got Michael Burnham, who's the best at everything. She's a xenoanthropologist. She's a test pilot. She's a scientist. She knows kung fu and all the Vulcan martial arts. She can do surgeries probably if they let her. She knows psychology. She's an expert in religion. She's too fucking perfect for being a goddamn useless character. And it is like, oh, you're just a woman. What you need this special treatment. You just need a woman to be the best at everything because you're just a woman. And it's pathetic. It is pandering. Oh, you guys want strong female characters. All right, well, here, we'll just have all the women do everything. Despite the fact that one of them is a genocidal maniac murderer. Evil, like I said, Space Hitler. The other one's a rapist. Laurel flat out raped and tortured her own lover, the father of her own child, in the name of, the Klingon Empire, making Klingon again, or whatever the crap. Like, this is not what we want. This is not, this isn't Star Trek. This isn't Starfleet. Don't you dare tarnish Picard with this. And they're going to. You have to do it so carefully. There has to be such a clear story or reason to do it. Otherwise, it can feel gratuitous. Oh, like just bringing in the baby just to kill it, just to not kill it. That's kind of gratuitous. That's kind of for no reason. Alex Kurtzman. And fucking Alex Kurtzman. Both producers were excited that Discovery and the Untitled Picard show give fans a chance to see corners of the Star Trek universe that have previously been unexplored. Maybe they should stay unexplored, Maybe I don't want characters that are rapists, murderers, torturers, genocidal maniacs, and pandering. Gender pandering is what they are. They're gender pandering. And if my skin were darker, I can complain how she's racially pandering as well. But I can't comment on that because it's not to me. That's not pandering to me, and I don't want to be offended on behalf of other people about her character. And to the show's credit, they don't really bring up so much that the racial issues of the show as much as the media does. I see it way more in the media than the actual series does. But still, I hate the show. I hate the show so much. There's so many amazing parts of the world of Star Trek that I would like to see that haven't been explored yet, that we'd all like to see, Kurtzman said. We're looking at each show from that place. Yeah, I don't want to see what you want. You want to make it Star Wars. We know you want to make it Star Wars. As Heather said a couple of times, it's really important that each new Trek show feels entirely different. So you don't just feel like you're getting the same experience every time you watch a Star Trek show. We have to make sure each show is delivering a very unique experience. So that's a big part of how we're making our choices. It was recently announced that Star Trek producers are working on the animated comedy series in the same vein, Lower Deck, about the trials and tribulations, of the support crew serving on one of the Starfleet's least important ships. Oh, you mean the Orville. And they're stealing the Orville. Blah, blah, blah. It begins on whatever, who cares? So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of this news? And it's old news. They'd let it slip through the crack, I believe. What in the actual crap? I mean, we don't need the crossover series. Don't do it. You will ruin this character. I'm already kind of given up hope that they're going to do something good with the Picard series if it happens. I mean, the only hope is that it might not happen. They're really, really trying to push this thing, and that's all they're really focusing on. And I kind of think that maybe because Discovery was probably canceled, in my opinion, and I'm not giving you guys news about it. You know that you come here for my reaction to the news and not for the actual news most of the time. So anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am MechaRandom42, your favorite YouTube harpy, and I will see you guys on the next video or live stream. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!